coming to an ETF and how they work, again, 5 levels of difficulty, and you're actually spend some time in getting some cool analogies. So let's get started with that. For a beginner or a toddler, a little baby that's out there, I think most babies nowadays have watched the Avengers, so I'm going to be using that as an example. So an ETF is a lot like the Avenger assembled team. And just like in the Avengers, you have various superheroes who come together for a common cause. An ETF is a collection of different investment tools that come together to form one fund. And when you buy an ETF, it's like buying a piece of it's like buying the strengths of all of the Avengers team and ensuring that their weaknesses cancel each other out. So you're getting the best of both worlds over there. And this way, you benefit from all the different investment tools all in one go. Now, to explain this to a teenager or an intermediate person who understands the basics, some basic financial terms, I would like to use a Harry Potter reference. So in Hogwarts, where students are sorted into different houses, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and each of these houses have their own magical strong item. So if you invest in an ETF, it's like owning the bravery of Gryffindor, the cunningness of a Slytherin. What was it for a Hufflepuff? The loyalty of a Hufflepuff, the Ravenclaw wisdom. It's a mix of all of those that you get in one single entity over there. And now coming to a slightly more college student example, and this I will admit, I have not really watched Game of Thrones, but I've watched a lot of reels that talk about Game of Thrones. So I'm going to try using that. But like in the Game of Thrones, we've seen a lot of alliances that keep happening over there, right? So we had the Starks and the Targaryens forming their own alliances, and they came together to cancel out each other's weakness and play on their strengths. An ETF is also like a grand alliance that includes members from all these different houses, and it tracks a specific sector or a specific set of stocks alone or scripts alone or commodities alone. Like the alliance might focus towards one, like defeating the White Walkers, right? So that's why the alliance comes together. And the ETF is traded on stock exchanges and its prices change day to day or even throughout the day as well. Just like how a lot of alliances keeps shifting. And if the alliance was anything like what we're seeing in India with the Congress and the India front, they may need to rethink their strategy. Sorry, that was an untimely joke. But yes, moving on. The next level of expertise is that of a graduate student who's pretty much savvy with technical financial terms as well. And here, imagine that we are in the Matrix world where, Neo or Keanu Reeves is able to, he not only learns to see the code behind the virtual world, but he's able to manipulate that code as well. An ETF is similar to that. And it's an instrument that tracks the performance across either an index or a commodity or a basket of assets and stuff like that. And it trades on the stock exchange just like how an individual stock would, with the benefits of providing added liquidity and flexibility. And ETFs can be both passively and actively managed. If they're passively managed, they're just replicating the performance of the index that they're tracking alone. If they're actively managed, then the managers are trying to make the buy and sell decisions in order to outperform the index as well. So it's a lot like understanding the code of the matrix in order to effectively kind of manipulate it over there. Now coming to the expert or the professional level understanding, I will agree. For me to have like a professional level discussion, I really could not come up with a very great relatable example, which simply tells me that I have a very long way to go in understanding all of this. So I need to do a lot more reading to do that. But anyways, just to explain, like probably try using some of the jargon that a professional would, an ETF has multiple layers of it kind of operates across the different layers of the financial market, and it pools together various securities with the aim of two things: diversification strategy as well as reducing unsystemic risk in this investment as well. And they deployed various strategies such as rupee cost average, or in the case of the Ethereum ETF, It is a dollar cost averaging that happens. They rotate across sectors. They also equip strategies like hedging and swapping. And some ETFs also offer tax efficiencies and lower expense ratios, especially when you compare the actively managed ETFs versus mutual funds. And for people to be able to build one of these ETF products, they require thorough understanding of its creation, its redemption mechanism, the tracking errors, the impact of the bid and ask price, the impact that the spread has on the bid and ask price, and all of those as well. So just to summarize, for the first level, ETF is like getting the best of each Avengers in one suite. For this next level for a teenager, it's like having one magical equipment that draws on the strength of each of the 4 houses at Hogwarts. For a college students, it's like a super mega alliance that's there in the Game of Thrones for one particular goal. And for a college graduate student, it's about understanding the matrix code in order to manipulate and build a financial instrument that trades like a stock, but also has all benefits across the index that it tracks. And finally, for a professional person, it's about offering diversification, reducing risk, tax efficiencies, and coupling a lot of investment strategies.